Hey there, welcome back to another London vlog. I usually film my weekends, but today I wanted to share what it's like to live and work in London. So come along as I take you throughout a few days of my 9 to 5 life here in the city. Since COVID, I mostly work from home, usually 3 to 4 days a week, with the rest in the office. It was an adjustment back in 2020, but now I've settled into a routine. I like having a peaceful morning, so I get up around 7 am. Recently, I got an ice roller and I've been trying to include it in my routine. While I roll the ice off my face, I do a quick meditation using an app called Petit Bamboo. I'm not always the most focused, but it's a nice slow way to start my day. For breakfast, I usually go for something savory. When working from home, I have a bit more time, so today I made a slice of whole wheat toast with avocado, a sprinkle of salt, and of course some chili flakes. I paired it with 2 boiled eggs that I prepare ahead of time. I also have an apple cider vinegar gummy and a green powder drink. I've tried a bunch of green powders, but this one actually seems to help. It makes me feel calmer and sleep better, though that could just be a placebo effect. I like to drink the rest of my coffee while catching up on YouTube. Mornings are perfect for that, because in the evenings I'm usually watching TV with my partner. After a bit of YouTube, I try to squeeze in some movements. I love Growy's Jo's video. I discovered her through her walking workouts, but lately I've been doing more strength training. Today I did a quick 15-minute video. I'm trying to remind myself that a short workout is better than nothing. Then it's time to get to work. My desk is in my bedroom, which isn't ideal, but it's the best setup I have in our flat. For lunch, I like to keep it simple and quick. Today I made a kale Caesar salad with pre-cooked chicken. I massaged the kale with olive oil, apple cider vinegar, and lemon to soften it up. Massaging kale really makes a difference. Then I topped it with chicken, green onions, and some parmesan flakes. In the afternoon, I had my third and final coffee of the day. I work as a digital marketing consultant, so most of my day is spent on client calls, data analysis, and preparing presentations. The weather was still nice, so my boyfriend and I went for a quick walk in the neighborhood. It's a great way to get out of the house and get some fresh air. Along the walk, we found those French chips called breads with camembert flavors, so I really wanted to try it out. Back home, I prepped overnight oats for the next day. Super simple. I mixed oats, chia seeds, protein powder, and top it up with coffee for extra flavor. But you can use whatever milk or even water if you want. Then I added half a banana. For dinner, I made a quick fish meal with rice, mushrooms, and cod. While the rice was cooking, I caramelized the mushrooms in the pan and baked the cod in the oven. Before serving, I deglazed the mushrooms with a little creme fraiche and poured the sauce over the rice. It was so tasty and reminded me of meals from home. After dinner, we usually watch a show, but I like to head to bed early to read. One of my goals this year is to read more, and I'm really trying to stick to it. Today I had to go into the office, so I filmed a bit of that, but filming at work is tough, so I only have a few clips to show. For breakfast, I had my overnight oats from the night before. They are perfect for days when I'm rushing, but I always make time for coffee. I cannot function without it. After my commute, I made it to the office. London is a huge city, so commuting takes up a big part of my day. Thankfully, the public transport here is pretty efficient, especially the Elizabeth line, which I take. At the office, we hot desk, so it's always a bit of a gamble finding a spot. For lunch, I grabbed a meal from Tesco. I enjoyed a rooftop break with my sandwich and a great view of the city. The office always has snacks lying around, which is a bit dangerous. Afterwards, some colleagues and I went for drinks in a new bar. The theme was Around the World in 80 Days from Jules Verne. It was really cool. I was influenced to try a cocktail, so I got that. And then I finished the night off with a beer. I didn't film the trip back home, but I hope you enjoyed tagging along on this 9 to 5 journey in London. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.